record on this computer? Yes. Okay, we are in the know. We are recording. Okay, so the first thing you have to know is I'm holding this up to you. You're going to see my cell number, which is 240-346-9114. You're going to need that cell number in case there's something that I can send you by cell phone that you may want to share with your customers when we go over it. Also, my email, because there's going to be other stuff I have that if you want the files, whatever it may be that I'm sharing, your homework is going to be, you're going to have to email me at molly7720@gmail.com, okay? And even those of you who are on the phone, same thing. You're either going to text me, 240-346-9114. Don't forget to say who you are, okay? Because all of you are not my phone, okay? So Molly, this is such and such. Please email me that screenshot of that flyer so I can text it and send it to my potential customers, whatever it may be. Okay, so those are things that you'll note. I'll show this throughout the thing. So most of the people who are going to be on this call, besides the leaders who are joining me on the call, are going to be people who have been in Avon. Either you're just starting, you haven't put in your first order, or you've been in 7 campaigns or less. You may have been in longer and you've gotten through your Kickstart program. And maybe you're here just as a refresher. You're like, I've been dabbling in this for a while and I really need to do something more with this than what I'm doing. We're hoping we're going to see a lot of that too, because I have to tell you, the stuff that I found out like 2 or 3 years into my business, I surely wish I had found them a lot sooner. All of you, when you got your Avon kit, whether it was the $25, the $50, or the $100 kit, all of you should have gotten brochures, you should have gotten samples, you should have gotten some full-size products, you should have gotten a little bit of instructional material in there, you should have gotten information on the Kickstart program, which is really important for you to keep that 40%. Okay, now, I don't know how many of you are Facebook people, but I have to tell you that our group Team Onward on Facebook, let me see if I can share one of these things here. I want to show you what it looks like. Hold on here. Hold on. If you look for Team Onward on this, are you guys, hopefully you're seeing this? Yes, hold on. Let me make sure that I'm putting this on here for you. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. We are going to share. Let me get this on here. Okay, so are you guys seeing? This is actually the Facebook page I'm only bringing up now. This is Team Onward. I need you to, if you are on Facebook or if you want to know what's going on in the moment, hey, the site's down. Hey, I can't put my order in. Oh my gosh, I need help with this. I don't know what the number of the bags are. What is it that I can do? Any question that you have, obviously you can go to your mentor, the person that you're under. You can come to me. All of you, if you're on here, are under me in one way or another. But this page right here is our team page. It is a closed group. Nobody else sees it but our team. And whenever Avon gives me something, I post it on here. If I didn't post it on here, you'd get probably about 15 emails a day from me. And I don't think any of you want 15 emails a day from me. If you're just getting on, if you could mute your phones, please, or your videos so we're not getting any of the background noise, that would be awesome. Thank you. Doggy, I hear the doggy. So ask to be a part of Team Onward, okay? It's going to ask you a couple of questions to verify that you're an Avon representative. You answer those questions, I see it, I will definitely put you in on that. So Team, we also have another group you'll see. Let me take you to this one. This one is Onward No Matter What. This is my group too, but it's my global group for all representatives. We have 17,000 representatives from all over the US, all over the globe, where we share what we're doing, flyers. You'll see over here we have files. You will see that there are videos that are over here. You will see that, you know, anything, whether it's my live streams, whatever it may be, there is all of that going on. This is a fast moving group. You can get bunches of information here too. I post a lot of the same stuff here, but I feel as though Team Onward, which is, you know, it's for us. It's just us. It's just our team. So look for that. It's not a secret group. It's just a closed group. So you can be a part of it. So I would tell you, ask to be a part of this. This will keep you in the know for what is going on in the moment. Okay? Okay, so let's see here. So this is youravon.com. You got your kit. And you know what? Or maybe you've had your kit, you've ordered your brochures, but what are some ins and outs of some things that you may not know that you can do? Hopefully all of you that are on here have gone to set up your account. If you're really brand new, then you know that you have to go down here. Hopefully you can see the arrows where it says set up your account now. Walk through that. That'll help you get your e-store set up. If any of you are having issues with that, make sure you contact your upline, your mentor, or myself if you can, to get a hold of them and make sure that they can help you. Love the fact that they're putting these A boxes on here, letting us know exactly what's here. $44 value here, but if they place a $40 order or more, they're going to get it for $10. We'll talk later on about how to really introduce that to your team. When you click into this, and I don't know about you, but the first time I went to youravon.com, I thought, oh Lord, look at all the stuff that it has. A lot you're thinking, wow, this is a whole lot. And it is a whole lot. So when I think about some things that you should know right away with what you get, most of you, you've got 2 sets of books. I mean, maybe you were supposed to start in campaign 5 and you had campaign 5 and campaign 6 brochures. You know that when you're like, well, when do I order? In my case, you'll see up here, it says campaign 4 because we're still in campaign 4. Orders processing begins Wednesday, ends on Tuesday. That's because I'm a flex orderer. If your schedule is a flex order, which by the way, we will all be going to in campaign 9, we're not going to talk about it now because it's not here yet. So whatever schedule you're on, you're going to stay on, and we're going to talk about that more in the upcoming training. But in some of your cases, it's going to tell you, you know what? Hey, your order is due on this day before midnight. That's what most of them are going to say. That is your order date. When we go to this flex ordering later on, you're going to be able to pick your date. My suggestion to you is when they give you that opportunity, pick one day. Stick with that day for your customers so that they know when your order goes in. The more consistency you give your customers, the better they're going to be on when they know they have to have the order to you, things of that sort. Okay, let me see here. We're going to do one more thing here because my emails are off the hook. So we are going to close that so we're not getting pop-ups left and right. Between that and Facebook, I don't know whether I'm coming or going these days. Okay, so you got your brochures. You get your date. You're handing out your brochures. You're getting orders. But how do you do that? What do you do? What do you have to collect? What's the best way? Now, we all know Avon has given you your order receipt book, okay? Best way in the world to start. Best way in the world to start with this. But when you open this up, and of course it gives you the little example that it has in there, a lot of people are like, okay, well, this is really good, but you want to know, what's the 75 cents for? You know, okay, well, this is saying I'm collecting 75 cents. My customers are going to ask me, so what am I doing with that? And what you're doing with that, basically, in a nutshell, is that is to help you recoup the shipping that Avon charges you. for shipping the order. There is no direct sales company out there that does not have some sort of a shipping fee. And in our case, because they're shipping orders to us and we deliver it to them, think about your gas, think about your time, think about, you know, things of that sort. Now, Avon has a set fee at this point that says 75 cents. 75 cents has been on there as long as I can remember. If you go through the invoicing system on your avon.com, you are able to set your shipping charge. Let's say you were like 75 cents. I don't feel like that's enough. When I deal with other companies, it's a lot more than that. Me personally, mine is set for $1.25 for each customer. But I do my invoices online and I can set it to that. You can change it. You can stick with the 75 cents. What I love is this. If you're being charged $8 from Avon for shipping, whatever that may be, the great thing about that is that if you had 7 customers who ordered from you, 75 cents, you know, think about that. 10 customers at 75 cents is $7.50. You've just recouped $7.50 from the shipping that Avon is charging you, whatever that may be. So a lot of reps will say, I just want to be nice. I don't want to charge my customers that. It is your choice to say that you don't want to, you don't have to. But my deal is this. You came in this obviously because you wanted to make some money or you didn't want to have to pay a whole lot. This is a way to do that, to recoup something you're charged for, or at least a portion of it. And the more customers you have, the more people that are ordering from you, the more money. Sometimes it gets to a point to where you're actually recouping with the handling charge more than the shipping actually is. That is a great place to be. And that's where I say your gas, your time, things of that sort. Think about papers and pens and all the stuff that you use for your business. It's huge what you can put into this business. I mean, think about the ink, if you're doing labels for something, if you're putting in some special in the book that you're offering your people. So that handling fee is something that Avon lets us do. So don't feel like you need to be the Good Samaritan there and not do that. I would say you're a business person, so think like a business person, start to think like a business person and collect that definitely, but it's a handling fee. Some customers will ask you, it's a handling fee for the bags, getting the orders together, all of that stuff, and definitely add that on there. Then there's a local tax line, and a lot of people freak out with the local tax. What is the local tax? I get it. It's okay. And remember, you know how in some states, how in my case, I'm in Maryland, and Maryland just has an across the board sales tax. It's not a city tax. It's not a county tax. It's not all this stuff together. We just have a sales tax figure. Remember that when you're charging somebody tax, it's not about where they live. It's about where you live. It's about the fact that whatever your sales tax is right there. So you go to the store right there and you buy something and they charge you 8.5% tax for what you just bought. That is the tax that you charge your customers. It doesn't matter if somebody else somewhere else has 6%. Avon is going to charge you what the tax is according to your zip code, where you live. So if they live 30 miles from you and they pay a lesser tax, if you want to give them the lesser tax, it's fine. But guess what Avon's collecting from you? They're collecting from you the tax that they should be, because then they take that sales tax and they have an agreement with the government. They collect the tax from us, that retail tax from us, and they ship it off to them. We don't have to do that. We don't have to worry about that as business people. Avon takes care of that because that's what they do in the direct sales industry. So make sure that you are. Now, another thing we'll be going over, if you choose eventually the online invoicing that you can do here through youravon.com. The other good thing is if you're doing that, you can actually put in your percentage, which is great. Wow, notifications are still on for Facebook. Great. The great thing is you can put that in there and it'll figure all this in. For instance, I'm just going to show you, we're going to talk more about this, but let me show you something here. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up. If I go into my web office, let me see if I can show you one of these. Let me see, view saved invoices. Let's look at one of my saved invoices. So if you look here, here's one of my people here that on my online orderers here that they have. Now look at this. We've got, this is where they're at. This is the products that they ordered. As you see here, I told you I charge $1.25 because I can set that in. And taxable income here. Now, this isn't showing because this is an online order. Let me show you another one here. Hold on. Here's one of my people here that are local. Hold on. Here we go. So we are here. Her order was $19.99. Here is the service charge of $1.25 or 75 cents if that's what you're doing. And here's the tax automatically calculated in because I put that into the system, which we'll go over on another call, and it does it automatically. You can put your own messages here. You know why I like that? Because I'm not a mathematician, and I was always making mistakes. Me and my little calculator, where am I putting the decimal? Is this the right amount? And even if you're not printing these invoices out, which you can, the great thing is you can put them in there and still see it. It will still calculate it for you, and you can actually write that out on the invoice sheet, on the customer receipt, if you want to. So this was a great thing, and I didn't start doing this online invoicing till I was probably 2 years in, because when I started 14 years ago, they were just starting this. So this is all we knew, was to do the books and to keep and to keep our orders like this. I love it because it has, of course, the carbons in the back, so you can keep a copy for yourself to look back. Hey guys, is somebody mute your phone, please? Thank you. Gotcha. Never mind. Already took care of it. Thank you. But this is a good thing. And we'll go through a whole learning on that probably in week 3. We're going to get to invoicing. Now, when you get your brochures, let's take a look at the brochures here for a second. So when you get your brochures, and I've got a whole bunch of different ones here, which is really great because I've been dealing with different people all day. And you're going to see, like here, I have campaign 3. This is the last campaign that campaign 2 was good for. We have campaign 4. We have all these campaigns, but are you aware that you can go back 2 campaigns and honor the sale prices? Most people who just come into Avon don't know that. For instance, so we're in campaign 4 now. Right. If somebody happened to have a campaign 3 book or a campaign 2 book, do you know, and if they said, well, I want this, but I only want it if I can get it for the sale price, because the sale price is $19.99 and, you know, the regular price is $29.99. And yeah, they can. Let me show you how you can do that. So here, let's say, let's go under old Molly Stone Bibb. She looks like she's a good orderer. Ha, ha, ha. And let's say that, matter of fact, let me bring this up because I have an order here that already exists for me. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so you see down here, this is really great too because I'll be able to show you some other things here. So here we are. I'm in campaign 4. I place my campaign 4 order tomorrow. Okay, so I'm still taking orders in, still inputting orders in. Here I am underneath my name. Now, maybe you take all the orders. I mean, how many of you do this? You can shake your head, yes or no. How many people take all your customer orders and just put them all under your name? Like everything that's ordered. Do you do that? Okay. You can do that. And I did it too. When I first started, that's what I did too. But as my business progressed, what happened was it was so difficult for me to keep up with what my customers ordered. If they called me in a month and a half and said, Molly, I want that same concealer I got last time, and here I am digging through invoices, and I am digging through trying to figure out what color did they order, because everything was under my name instead of adding them as a new customer. Oops, hold on one second, guys. Trying to figure out what we got here. No, chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Hold on. I have a question about ordering. How do I put it in correctly? Having problems. Well, that hopefully we're going to answer that for you, Lillian. Okay. Let's take a look at this and let's see. Okay. So campaign 4. But I have a matter of fact, I had a lady today. Oh, let me see if I can go in and find her order. Let me show you this instead. This is great. I had a lady who had a campaign 2 brochure. Now, if we're in campaign 4, you can go back to campaigns 3 and campaign 2, and you can honor the sale prices of those. Okay? So where's Miss Nina? Miss Nina is a big orderer. She really is. She loves her Avon. Love it when you find one like that who loves it. So this is her order. Let me take it down here. Now look at this. As you can see, when you're looking at this, everything here is campaign 2, right? Because that's the book she had. Everything was 2. So when I was putting that in, we're set on 4. But if she's ordering from campaign 2, we're going to click that arrow and see, you can take it down to 3 or you can take it down to 2. When she wanted to order from 3 or from 2, you're going to set that campaign number. Let's think about something else. Hold on, I have one order here I haven't put in today. Let's think about this. So here's one. Let's just say that I had a young lady who said, she said, here's one. She says, Molly, I really want the silicone glove hand cream, but I really want the best price on it. So she gave me the number for it, okay? So let's take this back up here. We're set on 4. So we're in 4, so let's see what it is in 4. So if I put this number in, 048660, right, it's set on 1, then I press the little magnifying glass right here. When you go up, look here. Well, in campaign 4, it's $2.50. In campaign 3, it's $2.49. In campaign 2, it's $2.49. So as you can see, Avon is recognizing all 4 campaigns. But do you know what this information tells me? Can I get my customer a better price? Is the sale of this item dependent on whether I can get her a good price? Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you is this. Do not do for one customer which you cannot do for 100 customers. I never got that till I got to about customer number 50, because see, I was a girl who wanted to be the best Avon rep, and I thought the best way to do it was to make sure I always made sure the customer got the lowest price that was available. But when you start ranging up to 20, 25 customers, that is really hard to do. Unless you've got somebody who says, you see it with the close. The first campaign something comes out, it may be $24.99. But the second campaign it comes out, it may be $31.99. And they will say, if I can still get that item at this price, I would like it. That's great. But the point is, how do we find that? That's how we find that. We use that little magnifying glass and we say, you know what? Yeah, I can still get that for her. So then I see that the best price would probably be campaign 3. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go over here underneath this. I'm going to move this to 3. It's going to order the quantity she wants, and then I'm going to go down and I am going to update it right here, add the items to the order, and then I'm going to get that price that's on there. And yes, I do always go back and check the price. Lillian, did you have a question?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Okay, Rochelle, you're saying that you didn't see that. You want me to do it again.
The magnifying glass, I didn't see it, but then when you reset it.
Okay, but see it right there? That's going to be besides everyone. Now, I'm not going to tell you I do that with all of them, okay? I'm not going to tell you I do that. But look, customers are going to specifically, when we're leaving brochures, at the hair salon, at the nail salon. We're handing it to them. They get around to it 2 weeks later instead of right then. You're going to have people who go, oh, wow, I really did want that, but I forgot to call Lillian. I forgot to call Amy. I forgot to call. Let me call them now. And their question's going to be, can you still get that? Now, easier for you if you have the computer, your phone, your iPad, whatever you have to look at.
Put it in.
You can go right there,
Yeah.
put that
I
number
will.
in, and you can ask.
I had a guy at church yesterday morning saying that he wanted to order from 2 campaigns ago, but they didn't have the money. They had a lot of financial problems. I'm like, okay, well now I can go back and I can tell them, hey, you might still be able to get that.
Exactly. Hey, and this is what's really cool. Think about this. Do you know sometimes somebody has said, I really want this product. I've heard a lot about this product. I saw this on an advertisement on Facebook, whatever. And you actually, it'll be, look, I know that skincare product, I know it's $32, but when you go into the campaign that you're in right then, it could be that Avon has it on sale for $26.99. And then you're like, hey, I need to tell you, I got a great deal. I know this is normally $32, but this campaign, you really hit the right campaign. You're going to get this for $26.99. Your customers think you are the best thing since sliced bread because you have then said, I'm going to save you some money. And I don't know anybody out there who doesn't want you to save them some money. Okay. So always remember, no matter what campaign you're in, you can always go back to campaigns. So what does that mean? For me, what that means is, even though I keep all my brochures for the whole year, I do keep those. And I will tell you, you've probably seen this. And I'm going to have a drawing tonight, so you may have a chance of earning one of this by entering the drawing if you email me. See how I have this plastic cover over this? This is how I keep my brochures so that they don't get all lamed up. I keep one for me. This is my copy. Nobody walks out of my house with my copy, which is awesome. They're not expensive. They're under the supplies that you can get. Anybody can buy these, but who doesn't like to get them for free if you can? It's awesome. So I always keep these because what if I have somebody who picked up my campaign 2 book in campaign 5? I can't get that price for her, but I do have an ability with that magnifying glass to see what can I get that product for. And sometimes the price is better. But I always tell them, I don't know if I can get that price, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to look back and I'm going to get you the best price I can. So a lot of what you're going to hear from me in these calls too is what is it that you can share, that you can converse with the customer that lets them know you are in tune, you are on point with them, that you are looking for the best interest of them in order to do what they need. Let's see what else we got here in the chat. And how do I put my order in without having to send all the money in when ordering to release my order on time? Send money to release because I have whenever your credit. Lillian, you can put your order in. Avon will hold your order for 10 business days before they will cancel that order. If you put your order in because you're like, I got to get my order in on time, but I'm not going to have all my money right at this point to pay them everything, then as soon as you do and you pay them the amount that they're asking for, they are absolutely going to release your order then. But if it's going to be longer than 10 days, they're going to cancel that order.
Right.
Okay. And my deal is this, there is no shame in you explaining to your customers that you have to, especially the customers you get to know well. Look, Avon has a policy, my credit line isn't that big with Avon. I've got to get my money up front. I have to get, or at least, if you got half the money, if you got a deposit on something, it will help you out until your credit line grows with Avon if you're in a place where it can grow with Avon. Okay. So always know that you're going to get reminders from Avon, automatic emails. You may hear from your leader that says, hey, just letting you know that order's on hold. Can very much be like, yeah, I know it is, but know that you have 10 days to get that off hold. And you want to try to do it as soon as you can and get yourself on that every 2-week pattern, because when you get yourself off of that, what happens is sometimes the customers think that you are, you're not really serious about your business. They're like, I know I'm supposed to be getting a book every 2 campaigns. Why am I getting my order later than I normally would have? So if we're upfront, and especially with our customers, look, I've got one lady that lady Nina that I was showing you. Lady puts in a $300 order with me. She has got to make sure that she pays me X amount of money up front because I don't have all that money to put out for my order. So she
Right.
will do that, okay? So, be that honest. Or you might be the person who says, if your order is over $50, I require a 50% deposit. Always remember, this is your business. There is always a way for you to run it in the way that's good for you until your business expands and the volume of money that you have within your hands is bigger. So if that's what, remember, we're the only company I know of who doesn't get all the money up front. I mean, if they go to a 31 party, they ain't paying half the order. If they go to a Mary Kay party, they are paying for everything. Okay, right? Even when they put their order in, even if the rep is putting the order in and then the stuff is coming to them in the mail, they're paying for that up front. So don't let anybody, well, that's not how I did it with my other Avon representative. Well, I get that, but this is new Avon, and this is how we do things. So think about how you can kind of own the conversation to let them know, but this is how Avon is doing things now. And this is going to help you. And the other thing is too, what if they want their order faster? If they do, they can go online and they can place it. They're going to get their orders within 5 days then, normally 3 to 5 days. You're making the same amount. So it doesn't matter whether they're placing it online or with you. You're still going to earn the same commissions, which is huge. Okay, let me get back to what we got here going. Okay, so we're putting this order in. Let's look at it this way. Okay, so here we got her order. Now, you're like, I don't know whose order I placed. Where do I go? Well, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom where it says view order cart. No matter where you're at, you're going to hit, we want to leave. I don't want to put that item in. We're going to go to the order cart, and then this is going to bring up all the orders that are right here. You're like, oh yeah, I did, but Miss Turner called and she wants to order something more, or she wants to take something away. And remember, this is all before the order is submitted. Well, here we go. So we're going to expand for Miss Turner here. This is her order ID. We're going to open this order up. And when we open the order up, it's going to show us everything that she has ordered. Here's her order. And if for some reason, let me move all this over here so you can see a little bit better. So this is her order. And what happens? Well, she doesn't want that ring now. She says she doesn't. You would click edit order. You have the opportunity. Here is the delete here, wherever it is. You would click on whatever it is that needs to be deleted. And then you would have to save the changes. There's always a way in Avon to fix whatever goes wrong. The number one thing to do is don't panic, everybody. Don't panic. If you think you're going to be in this business and you are not going to make mistakes, let me tell you, you're going to make mistakes, and that is okay. It is okay to make the mistakes. It is, and by the way, most of the time when you make the mistake, you're like, wow, I really learned from that one. I won't do that again. That can be huge in our world. Okay, so let's talk about, I thought this was very interesting. I was really looking at this today. So let's go here. This is my orders. This is where we're placing the orders. You saw all of that. Let me take you through this if we were going to submit everything, which I'm not ready to submit everything, but I'm going to show you. So here you are. All your current orders. This would be for anything in campaign 4, campaign 3, or campaign 2. anything that's going out. So in this case, I could do it separately, but what I do is I go up and I hit that little button right there. That checks off all the boxes. And because I checked up all the boxes, as you see here, it automatically counts my customers for here. And shipping and handling fees, are you curious? What would they be? Well, if you hit the little button right there, and you can print this off too if you want to keep it with you, you'll see. Up to $149.99, the shipping fee is $6. Up to $299, $8, $12, $15, as it goes. By the time you're doing $500 or more, you don't even care about that $15 because you probably got about 15 people ordering. It's 75 cents or more in handling fee. Most of that's going to be gone, and you're in the bucks making money. All takes time, but it's there. So then you would continue. It's spinning. So follow the lines here, add the extras. Here Avon's saying, okay, we're in campaign 4. Technically, you should already have your 5s. Some of you may not, but you should already have your 5s. But here's your campaign 6 brochures. They come in packs of 10. How many packs do you want? Okay, they're showing you what the A box or whatever the special was at that point. Do you want to order one? And then if you're like, but no, Molly, I don't have my campaign 5 books. No worries, because it's showing you right here, you can get those. Also, you have your beauty masks. They're always going to have some special order that they're producing here. They'll show you what the regular price is, what they're doing. And then you're going to continue with your order summary. They're asking me, did I forget something? Because I didn't order brochures. So they're letting you know. So I'm going to skip that. And I'm going to go to order summary. Now, this is where your dots come in that you saw earlier. You're going to see green light. You know those items are coming. No matter what, they're coming. Yellow lights. They're telling you it's going quickly, but we're going to try to make sure we get it in your hands. And most likely it is going to be in your order. Let me see if I have any red lights here. I do have a red light down here. Red light, when they know it's not coming in that order, they just know it. It's not available this campaign. They're going to take this item. They're telling me when it's coming in campaign 5, that I should have it automatically in my campaign 5 order. So what I like about that is I just make a note so I know what to tell my customer. Hey, it's in this case, that's for me, so I am the customer. But I love the fact that, you know, and I got to tell you something. You see these books here, which we'll go over in a minute. These are free. These are free on youravon.com. I have bunches and bunches of these. And I have one, let me show you. This is my cute little folder that I have that I keep my orders in when people are sending them to me. But look, I take this book and it says, I wrote on there back orders. Okay, just so I know back orders. I want to know. I know they're in the system, but I want to keep them. And when somebody has a back order, whatever it may be, I just put their name, what the item is, what campaign did Avon tell me I was going to get this in? And then when I see on my invoice when it comes in, oh, those clear skin pore masks, that came in. Well, it came in early. They said I wasn't getting it till campaign 5. Then what happens is I know I can tear that out and I can make sure I get that to the customer. With a lot of things in Avon, some things don't have just one use, because when I started doing my online invoices, the amazing thing is I thought, what am I going to do with these? I keep one of these in my purse. If I'm out and about and somebody gives me an order right then, I have one of these with a little booklet that I could buy in my purse. I used to, when I had home phones all over the place, I would have one by my home phone so I could take orders on these, and I could use each sheet by itself. So take advantage of the free stuff, because the free stuff they give you is not very often, and you can use, hey, look, I even put my grocery list on this. Okay, let's be for real. I do whatever it is that I got to do that helps me out. Okay, so then I'm not submitting the order. So this is telling me that this is red. Now, there's one other light. Thankfully, I don't have any, but you see down here, it says gray light. It says sold out. What that means is we don't have it, we ain't getting it, it isn't coming in, there's no chance of it being back ordered, it is out of here. So, and when you get your invoice, as of this moment, it's not going to show that item. So I need you, before you hit the submit button, I need you to say, okay, I either need to write this down, or in my case, I take a screenshot on my computer so that I know when I get to adding up that customer's order, I need to be able to tell them that's not coming in. That order is not coming in. In a lot of cases, what happens, sometimes it's an oversell and Avon didn't have enough in here. Sometimes it's a manufacturing thing and the people who made it for us never got as much to us as they were supposed to. Regardless, the customer is not going to get it. And the way I handle that is just very simply, wow, this was such a popular item with Avon. I'm sorry I can't get that for you. We've got so much coming out in the next brochure. If it was a scarf, you may see there's another scarf coming out. You may see that there's another scarf available that you would like to offer them. The way to handle it is not, I'm so sorry, I don't know why Avon did that. They don't have it. They should have ordered more. The moment your vibe is a bad vibe, you're not making Avon look bad. You're making yourself as a representative look bad. You need to consistently be the person who has control of the situation. Look, I don't like it when I go to Target and they're not offering me rain checks for what it was they said was on sale, but they don't have any more. But I'm not, but they're just very, I'm sorry, we don't have any. We're not offering rain checks. I probably should have ordered it earlier. This is another case of not everybody gets a trophy. We don't always get what we want, but Avon's a whole lot better at producing what we need. But when you see that gray light, it's something that is not coming back. And a lot of times it's because it's seasonal. There's no reason for them to do another shift of bringing that product in here because it's seasonal. Let me make sure what we got here. I use the free invoices when charging for an order ahead of time too. I carry one in a diaper bag in my purse. That is perfect, Guadalupe, perfect. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Love it, love it, love it. There are so many uses. That's what to do. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here so I don't ship this by mistake. I mean, by the way, it also tells you here, this is going to be the shipping for me. It's over $500 as you see. This is the taxes that we know estimated that Avon's going to collect from me, which means I need to collect tax from my customer, and estimated total of what it's going to be. What do my earnings look like? This is estimated earnings. There's a reason they say estimated earnings, because let me be clear. What if 5 of these products that were ordered were for you? Avon cannot tell the difference between whether an item is for you and you're just getting the discount, or whether it's for a customer, even if it's under your name, because some people place all their orders underneath their name. So if you've ordered $50 worth of products and you're like, well, hold up, I didn't end up with X amount of dollars here. Why not? Avon didn't, I wasn't left with that amount in my hand. I have to tell you, no, you got the discount. You're not going to be left with that in your hand from your customers, because if it was $50 worth of products that you put in, you got the discount for that product, which means you didn't pay as much, but that's not money in your hand. It's just what you're saving. So always remember, take the amount out of stuff that you ordered. Okay. Something else I'm going to show you with this. We're going to get out of the My Orders here. We're going to go over here to my account. I love this. This is something that they ordered last year. When you click into my account, you'll see it's in pink. It's highlighted. That's where I went. And then you see account summary. And you're going to see account balance, which, by the way, this is going to be to the penny, what you owe them, real time. You're like, but Molly, there's no description there. No, click the search button and you're going to see here that everything that you paid to the penny, to the day, whatever it is, it's going to be here. You can make a payment an hour from now and you can go back and look, and that payment's going to be there because it's real time. But now look at this. Earnings and order size. I love this. We've been wanting them to do this for so long. So campaign 4. Now this is an online order here for me. It's just sitting there because it was already placed. But let's look back here. Campaign 3. My order size was $590. Estimated earning was $159. But this is what I love. View campaign. So I can look at this. Ah, this is so terrific. So, Molly, what did I make off this? I don't know what I made. You can go to campaign details here. 0%, this is probably, this could be no earnings because I got it from the demo book. Who knows? Well, no, demos are down here. This is something that I got where I was buying it for the price of itself. 40% earnings. Everything at 40% earnings was this much. This is what I made. Anything that wasn't for myself. Then here was a 50% earning item. Okay. Here is my online store order. So these were all my online sales and my estimated earnings for those, $55.78. Previously not available. They're telling me there was something that was back ordered. They sent it to me. Here were my earnings. I had already gotten the award sales for it, but I hadn't got the earnings for it yet. Items not available this campaign. They showed me what wasn't available. Business tools. Business tools, which are going to be your brochures. They're going to be, most of the time it's brochures for me. Whether you're ordering the other magazines that'll be going out of here, like the Mark books and things like that. Your bags, your supplies, any of that stuff is there. Demos. What are you ordering out of the demo book? Well, we're not earning anything on demos, so you're not going to show any earnings. But this is the price that was paid, which brought me to this. So when it used to be looking at your invoice, it still is sometimes kind of difficult to understand, but this is a major breakdown for you. So a lot of times if one of my team members calls me and says, oh, Molly, what am I going to do with this? I can very honestly say, take a screenshot of that and send it to me so I can look at it with you. And that way we can kind of go through what they have. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here. How do you find, okay, we're going to go over that right now, Rochelle. That's a good question. So, okay, so this is how you look at the details of your other orders. So, before we get to that, Rochelle, let's talk real briefly. I want to talk to you about the demo book for just a minute, okay? You get these automatically when you place your order. You don't have to order your demo book. This is Avon letting you know that something is coming out that's great in the books that are coming out, and they want you to know about it ahead of time. Maybe so you can buy it, maybe so you can wear it, maybe so you can share it. Doesn't matter what it is. But a lot of people get very confused with these. Number one, this is not a book that's for your customer. Let me be clear. I mean, maybe mom, maybe your best friend because you want to like give them a discount or something, or you want to show them. I get that. I did that. I still do that. But my family, watch the family stuff because they all want your discount. They need to know you are in this for the money, people. Okay. So it's better just to show them the brochure. But when you get this demo book and you get these two with your kit, if you haven't gotten your kit yet, you're going to see that up here where it says what's new, it's going to say what campaign this is for. This is actually the demo book for campaign 5, okay? But right underneath there, it's going to say, buy demos with campaign 3 and campaign 4 orders. I don't know if you can see that well, but if you pull your demo book out, it's telling you when you can buy these products. Demo books for campaign 5 are not available in campaign 5. Okay, follow me? Demos are because you get to order these up to 2 campaigns before. So in this case, you would have had to order in campaign 3 or this campaign 4, to get the demos from 5. But let me see, where are my other ones here? I have a couple of other ones here. I thought I did. What did I do with them? Did I put them in here? Okay, here's one, for instance. Here's one that this is actually for campaign 8, which is very cool. But this is telling me that in campaign 6 and campaign 7. Again, a lot of this is self-explanatory. but only if you know where to look. And so many of us, is so much information to take in that you just don't know where to look, right? So this is what you do. And with this too, when you look through these demo books, it's going to tell you, you can buy this. When you're getting award sales, think about your 150. Very first campaign can be any size, but then you're on your Kickstart program where you're supposed to do so much in sales in order to ensure your 40% earnings. Well, in order to do that, if you're ordering from the demos, your demos do count towards your award sales, but here's the catch. Only what you pay for it. So if there's a top that's on for $29.99, but you're paying $22.49 out of the demo book, the award sales you're getting for that is only $22.49, not the $29.99, okay? So just a little something, but if you're getting a lot of stuff out of the demo book and you're like, oh yeah, I got the 150 sewn up or the 200 is sewn up, whatever it is, you've got to know exactly. And that's why I say when we're on that order page and you're looking at everything, the colored dots, what's coming in, look at your award sales totals because they're right on that. If you were at, for instance, if you were at, let's see here, what is, there's her page. Okay, let's say you're on your 4th campaign with Avon and your sales goal is $250. You need $250 in sales in order to guarantee the 40% again. But maybe when you look at the end there, maybe it's at $212. You definitely know you need to reach out to a couple of more customers and see if they want something, or know that maybe there's something you want to get out of the demo book that you know that you can resell that's coming in that campaign to try to ensure your 40%, okay? It's something that you definitely want to keep up with. Okay, so let's look real quickly. Rochelle was asking, how do I figure out if I have an online order? Well, you should be getting emails from Avon that are saying, hey, you have an e-store order or somebody placed an order with you. But in case you don't, because sometimes you don't, they get lost. Who knows? The cyber monsters take them. So go over here to your web store, and let me move this over again. Hold on. So go over here, click on Web Office, okay? And when you click on Web Office, go down here, and I left this purposely so I could show you, Rochelle, because I have a direct sales order, but I wanted you to see. So here you go. So you've got, this tells me down here, this is telling me what my URL is, but here it says you have 1 new customer. It says I don't have any new orders in my cart, which means nobody has gotten my brochure and placed an order in my cart for me to deliver and collect the money. And by the way, if any new customer or regular customer places an order by going and looking at your online store and they say, I want personal delivery from my representative, and it gets placed in your cart, they have not paid for that. Do not let them tell you they paid for that. They have not. There is no way for them to pay for that order. They have to pay you for that order when you deliver and it comes in. Direct delivery orders, that's a different story. So here you see that it says I have 1 direct delivery order that I haven't checked out. So when I click on that, oops, let me move it over again. So here we go, have a brand new person here who's in Tennessee and I'm in Maryland. I don't get it. Okay, it is what it is, but I like that they order from me. So here it is. Here is the invoice. It tells me exactly what she ordered. What I love about this is I can say, wow, she got the wash-off mascara. She got the face mask, which is huge. That can lead to repeat. She got the new cleansing brush. I can now email her and say, thank you so much for your order. Please let me know what you think about that cleanser mask. I am looking for people to give me their reviews on this product. You're opening up a conversation. I know we're just excited that they bought from us, But the truth of the matter is, this is huge. This is huge. She bought, and what I love about everything on her order is, this is a repeat sale if she likes the item. And if she doesn't like something about it, there are other options for her that you can say, oh, well, did that mask dry your face out a little bit? What I would recommend is, and if you are educating yourself on the products, you have something to recommend for her. This business goes nowhere without you educating yourself on the products. And we have so much education. Can I be honest? Just picking up the brochure and reading the little blurb that it says about what is the eye lift for, or what is this mask for, or is it for dry skin, oily skin, combination skin? What is it for? And you have that conversation with your customer. And I know you're thinking, but I don't have any confidence. Let me tell you something. You ain't no different than I was when I started. I was like this. I'd be talking to a customer, and I have my book open to that part. Oh, you're looking for something that has jasmine in it. Okay, well, let me look here. I know we have something. And lo and behold, I'm going, oh, little black dress. Oh, wow, jasmine essence. Have you tried our little black dress? It has an essence of jasmine in it. Suddenly, I felt like I was the perfume queen of the world because I knew what that was. That is how I got the confidence, because 14 years ago, I knew I loved Avon, but all I knew was I liked it on my face. I didn't like the smell of it. That fit okay. I loved Christmas, but I could not tell them anything major about the products. And I knew that an educated representative who just takes that little bit of time can make all the difference in the world to your customer. And when they think you know your stuff, they're going to come to you for everything. And when you recommend something, then they're going to absolutely love that. So this is what happens. So I've looked at this. Now I can go back at any time, Rochelle, and I can look at that, okay? But when I go back, oh, love these little boxes where I can see you guys, but I can't see what I'm doing. So if I go back to the web office again, you will see now it says 0 direct deliveries and orders, because see, I've looked at it. This is my alert. The new customer, I guarantee you, is Miss Tammy Arnold that we just talked about. There she is. And in order to get that to go away, which I'm not going to do now, I click on her name. I review her information, and for me, I do that because, look, I want to make sure she gets a book every campaign. So I either have to, because she's in Tennessee, I'm going to make sure that I send her something through campaign mailer, or I get her a book myself, or maybe she's somebody who wants to just look on my store, one or the other, okay? So that's how we're looking for that. Now, the other thing we're going to be looking at, and this is going to be coming in the coming weeks, let's see here. We are going to go to things like edit my online store. And I'm going to show you guys what I think is important, how you can figure out what's important to you, how to make yours different from the other person's. And we're going to go through things like this that I think can make all the difference. Social media center. The reason I'm not going to dwell on that is because we have a new social media coming out this week. Matter of fact, it's going to hit the airwaves and it's going to be fabulous. So we're going to do more with that then. Customer invoicing, we're going to get into that. And look, I love this too. Do you see this here, this FAQ? This FAQs here, they can answer a lot. I know, you just didn't know where to look for them at. I get it. It's under web office. But when you look here, things like campaign credit limit. What if I didn't get any credit? Will I get a chance to have credit again? How will my credit go up? Leadership, how can I make that extra residual income? We're going to talk about that in the coming weeks. But hey, right now, if you're in our Kickstart program, come on. You need to be sharing what you do. There is money out there for you to be had. You have to know what campaign you're in. And if you're brand new, look, I take that flyer that they sent you. Yours is probably in color. Mine's in black and white. And you know what your first campaign's supposed to be. Let's say your first campaign's supposed to be 5. Or maybe you are going into 5, but it's your 3rd campaign. Well, down here where it says 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever that may be, I write what campaign that is. So if I'm talking to you and we're doing a one-on-one, it's going to be, okay, well, our third campaign is actually campaign 5. You want to know why? Because in your first campaign, your order can be any size. Truthfully, any size, that's great. But do you want to make money? I think all of us are in this because we want the added income. You need an order of $150, $200 that by the time you get business tools, you want to be able to walk away with some money in your pocket. And what you hope in 3-month intervals is if you work this business every day, that your customer base will grow. Because this is not a business where you can just sit back and say, let me just press the social media button and it's going to grow. You may grab a couple of customers from that, but you have got to engage with people. This is still a people business, whether you're social media with them or whether you're talking to them or you're talking to someone at the bank or at the grocery store or the doctor's office or you're leaving brochures. There are all kinds of paths of getting that done, okay? But you need to know what's the goal that you need to make in order to keep the 40%. By your 7th campaign, your order, we hope, is at $400 or more in order to make that 40%. That's increasing your order by $50 a campaign. Second order has to be $150, and people go, woohoo! Most people can do that $150. $200, I got to tell you, 5 days a week, if you made sure that you shared a brochure or you talk to people about going to your e-store, if you talk to 3 people a day, your customer base will grow. If you think about 5 times a week talking to 3 people, that's 15 people. Can you imagine if you just got 2 new customers who actually placed an order with you, because I call them established customers, who place an order with you, and you can add those, and then you make sure you get them a brochure every campaign. Now, people say, but Molly, I don't know if I can do that. I don't feel like I have that kind of that kind of time. There is a service out there that, again, I will give you the link of where to go. It's called campaignmailer.com. It's a service that you can actually have books mailed. The price of the brochure is in there. Anybody who lives far enough that you're like, I don't think I can, but I want to be a good rep and I want to make sure I get them a book every campaign. Right now, where I'm at in my business, every single one of my customers get a brochure through Campaign Mailer every single campaign. And that just happened recently for me. First it was I delivered everybody's myself, and then I moved a little bit further away and it was the further people, and then it became half the people. And in 2018, I finally made the move because my team is getting so big. There's almost 800 of you out there now that I'm trying to help. That we moved to put all our people on Campaign Mailer, especially because Avon is going to putting the Mark book and the Avon Living book in the brochure, so I don't feel like there's a bunch of other brochures that they're missing. All of that's going to be in the book. So now I know it's scheduled. They're going to get a book every campaign. So if you want to know more about that service, I can hook you up. That's going to be what you're emailing me about. You don't have to say, I want this, I want that, whatever it may be. You're going to say, Molly, I want all the handouts. Now, let me share one thing with you, too, while I'm here. Hold on. This is something else I have. This is what I call my business tool thing that I send all the people that I sign up personally. And some of you who aren't in my first gen, you're my second, third, fourth, fifth gen. Some of you have gotten this stuff from me. But people say, what supplies do I need? Well, I told you about the order books. They're free. And on this, it has the item number that you order through Avon. The clear literature bags that we have. I love this. This is when I was delivering orders or books to people every single campaign. I would put it in that, hang it on their door, put it in the slot in their mailbox that's for the paper, whatever it may be, and that way the book was always protected. These are 50 for 80 cents. I love these. I still use these for so many things. And then we have bags. How are you presenting your orders? We have what we call popcorn bags. which are these bags right here, basically like lunch bags, all different sizes. And then they have the Beauty for a Purpose bags, or now they've gone back to Avon bags. And this is the item numbers for all of them. If somebody is bilingual and they want them in Spanish for what they say, I've got all of that. This is all stuff that if you email me at the Molly7720 at gmail.com, this is all stuff that is going to come to you tonight so that you can have an easier life about what do I get? I go to the business tools. I don't know what to get. I want to make sure that you get these. Here's your Kickstart flyer that we were talking about. First campaign, 40%, no matter what. And you realize when you're so excited about this and people start seeing that you're excited and they find out that you're making additional money and they find out that for as little as $25, they can do the same thing. And you bring that person in and they sign up underneath you and they place their first order of $150 or more. And I mean, come on, $50 additional you can make on that in the Kickstart program. I mean, for me, I just an old time rep. I don't get that 50. I get 20, but I don't get 50. Okay, but you're going to get 50 for this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I get the whole thing of trying to get the sales stuff down first. I do. Because I felt like when I started this business at first, was I ever going to learn the ins and outs? Was I ever going to know what it is that I'm supposed to know? Was I ever going to get it all? Number one, if you think you're going to get everything you're supposed to know in 7 campaigns of this Kickstart program, stop setting yourself up like that. 14 years, I am still learning stuff every day. And that is the beauty of this business, is to feel like you are learning. And that is why I'm doing these new rep trainings every single week. I had to really ask myself, did I want to commit every single Monday to a new rep training? And did I feel like I had enough to share? And were enough people interested, or did they feel like they really wanted to build their business more or refresh their business? And I have to say, yes, I do. Because when I look back on my 14 years and things that I wish that somebody had shared with me, that's not what I want for you. I want you to know this stuff now. I want you to know the shortcuts. I want you to know how to cut through all the tape. I want you to know why this is easier than doing it this way, no matter what they start you with. Because if I can get you learning how you can mold this business around your life, instead of you trying to mold your life around the business, which never works, then this is going to work for you, and it's going to bring you what you want in a substantial amount of time. Now, if you're looking to make yourself $100,000 in a year, it's not going to happen, Cupcake. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's not going to happen. Didn't happen for me. But what I do know is this. I started with one customer, just like you. And little by little, now I have 385 customers. In 14 years. A lot of them online, a lot of them in person. And it wasn't because I knew a whole lot of people. It's that every chance I took, I shared brochures. I kept brochures ready all the time. People say, what do you feel like the magic is, Molly? And I said, the magic is the brochure. I always say that we change lives one brochure at a time. I even have that on the signs on my car. Changing lives one brochure at a time. Because either it's changing their lives because they found something they really love and they love their representative and now they're going to deal with me and it's going to help a small business. Or I've shared the brochure and I've shared the opportunity, and then I started a team, and I never had any intent in starting the team. And here I am 14 years later, the girl who worked 3 jobs and was divorced, and they were going to come repossess my vehicle, and I didn't know how I was going to feed my kids, and I lost my home. And I was one hot mess. And I started this business at, 40 years old. And now 14 years later, here I am, 53. And this is all I do. this is it. My team, my customers, I'm not saying that's what you're looking for, but something brought you here as far as earning the extra income, whatever it may be, helping you get some degree, helping you make your car payment, helping your kid play football, whatever it may be. I'm telling you, whatever your goal is, and maybe it's just a small goal at first, but it's huge to you. And eventually it can turn into something much bigger if that's what you want. But if you don't want it to, it still can bring you in what you want. So don't feel like this is a cookie cutter business, because it very much is not a cookie cutter business. Everything I'm telling you, there is this way to do it. Your mentor might say, hey, Molly said this, but you can also do it this way. That person's not wrong. I'm not wrong. She just may know you and your situation better to say, I think this will work for you because I talk to you all the time. So maybe try this. Or maybe it's something she hasn't thought about, and you're going to be on one of these calls with me and you're going to be like, wow, that might work for me. This is what I'm hoping for on these new rep trainings. So whether you can be here in person or not, that's okay. Now, in order to be part of the raffles and things like that, you must be on here live. You must be, because the people who are giving me their time right now, right then, they're going to be the people who can earn some of these business tools and more brochures and things like that for me to send you. Here's another thing I wanted to share with you. I don't know if they put this in your kit now or if you're getting this in your first order, but we have an incentive that's been out since campaign 1. It's 1 to 13, and it's called the Pinning Streak Incentive. And I love this because you see this pin here that says Avon. You can actually earn this pin. And what I love for this, for new rep training, is for anybody who's just coming in now, if you are a brand new representative, as a new representative, your first 3 kickstart goals, your first campaign, which can be any size, your second campaign has to be $150, and these are paid orders, and your third campaign has to be $200. If you do those 3 things, you're going to automatically get this pen. And of course, I love the fact that for the first time in a long time that Avon has put something out there that says, as a representative, it didn't have to be any amount, that you just had to place an order each campaign. If you didn't, you're out of the incentive running. But incentives are out there for everybody. Right now, there's an incentive going for Bermuda, for to get on a big old cruise ship and take a cruise to Bermuda. They're in the middle of that. That's getting ready to come to an end here shortly. Avon has, for the Aspira line, if you're sharing the new health line, an amazing thing. But what's really great is there's samples now for like the calm pills and the restless sleep. I would say make sure that you educate yourself on the Aspira line. Most definitely. When somebody says, I ain't slept in 3 days, you need to say, baby, I got some samples for you, okay? And I think these might work for you to get a little shut-eye. And if you can get them hooked on that, do you realize that's repeat business? Just like that, it's repeat business. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people, now Avon suddenly has the Skin So Soft and the samples. We've been asking for this for years. Samples are great. Let me be honest. Don't go crazy buying a whole bunch of samples. When I first started this business and I didn't have a lot of money, which was for a lot of this business, okay? I didn't have a lot of money. What would happen is somebody would say, Molly, I'd really like to try that perfume. And my answer to them, or that skincare. And I would say, not a problem. My next order I put in, I'm going to order that sample, and I will get that to you when I deliver the orders for the next campaign. And they would say, okay. So I ordered the samples. It would give me 10 more or 5 more, whatever I was ordering. So I would have a sample for that person, and then I'd have 4 more for somebody else. Or I would say, I'm going to get 1 set of samples this campaign. But what I really love is that you can take advantage of the What's New sample packages when you really want samples. I love the fact that Avon's always got a bundle of something in here for you to share with somebody. I'm not sure do they have one? Oh yeah, look at this. The premium sample, you get 25 premium samples. This is coming You can order these in 6 and 7. 25 samples for $7.99. And what I love is they're the little squirt bottles, not the rub-on. These are great when you're trying to turn people on to Avon Luck, the Prima, the Tomorrow. $7.99, you can't beat that. But you don't just say, okay, I got the samples, I'm just going to throw them in everybody's bags. People are going to tell you that works. No, it doesn't. It does
No, it
not
doesn't.
work. You need to talk to people, find out what they like and what they need. Or how about this? Like, I love the fact I take that sample and I tape it to where that thing is on. Like, let's say the Tomorrow is on sale. I will take that sample and I will tape it to somebody who is a perfume buyer. And then I will say, hey, I put a sample in here of this for you. Try it. Let me know what you think, what you like or don't like about it, because guess what? It's on sale this campaign. I would love to see you find a new fragrance, and boy, that way I could tell people about you. People love to be the source of your success stories. So always look for the samples and things like that, which are huge. All right, let me see what else I have here. We talked about the Kickstart. We talked about the demo books, the receipt books, the samples, learn your products, the online order. Okay, the other thing we were talking about, let me go back to this for 1 second. Let me get rid of this and take you back to why I feel like it's important to add your customers. We talked about the fact trying to keep up with people and what it is that they order. And you see up here, it says, I don't know why it's so little now. It used to be really big, but that's okay. Up here, it says add new customer. And when you go in and you add a new customer, you don't have to have all this information. You have to have their name, and you either have to have their email, their phone number, or their address, one or the other. And if you know who they are and you're taking it to work, I put my number in there. It don't matter whose number, somebody's number, but you know who they are. And I add that customer because this is what I love. I want to go find out, what did that person order? So I'm going to go into my web office up here, and then I am going to go into customer history right here. And then I am going to, even though it brings all that up, let me find somebody I know who orders. Oh, Alexandra Green, she is great. Let me find her account by itself. Let me see, she's the helper. Okay, here's Maria. Let's go into Maria and say, I don't know if Maria's ordered in a while. She has not. Most recent campaign or 27 campaigns. Okay, so she wanted to know what was that Avon footwork stuff that she got because her legs hurt so badly. I could not tell her with 385 customers, but here it tells me that in campaign 15, she ordered the Avon Footworks Arthritis Achy Foot and Muscle Cream. She also got it for $3.99. And suddenly, I looked like the smartest somebody out there because I could tell her exactly what she got and when she got it. But what I love, as big of a joke as I make about that and knowing what I know, is it makes my life easier. It makes my life easier. I don't want to sit there and go through 100. She can't tell me when she orders. She thinks she ordered 3 campaigns ago. It was really 8 campaigns ago. I'm trying to find out when she ordered. Then I need to know what she ordered. And what if I abbreviated something like I'm known for, and then I can't read my own writing? And it's a whole world of stuff with me. I don't know about you, but it could be a whole world of stuff. So for me, if I can just go into the system and I can pull her name up and see what she ordered in the last year, the last 27 campaigns, I now have made my business easier. It's not hard. It's not stressful. So even if you haven't up to this point, you've been in 7 campaigns, you've been in a year. Like I said, first year and a half, 2 years, I didn't do this. Everything was under my name. But when I went in and I did this, it really started bringing my business together to say, I know what they ordered. And let me show you something else. Let me see if I can locate. Okay, look at this. Here it says customer history, but look at customer follow-up. Did you all even know this was here? Probably
No.
not. Customer follow-up, look at this. It pays to follow up. This is telling me that in campaign 21, that Donna Green ordered the clinical dark circle corrector. Now look at these prices for $30. Okay, they paid $18 and $24, and the power serum. But Donna ordered that in 21. Donna has not reordered that. Technically, she should have reordered that. Okay, if you think about it, she should have been ready for it. These are like 6 weeks supplies in these containers. But if I had been doing my job and going back and checking and saying, wow, I wonder if she liked that. I wonder what was going on. Look at this last campaign of order here. Here's another one. Now, Eva, look at this. She ordered the bubble bath, the creamy. It gives me everything that she ordered. What, Rochelle?
Anything, Molly. All I see is a great big old A, and it pays to follow. Is all I'm seeing on my screen.
Oh, you can't see anything? Hold on.
No, it's blocked.
No, don't block it. Hold on. Let me try it again. Let me refresh.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
you can see it. It's just big.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me try. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me do this. Can you see that? Is that better? It's also very light. The reading is really, really light. But do you see where I'm under to see this? Web Office. And then I'm going underneath customer management here. And then it says
All I
customer
see is
follow-up.
the top left corner.
Okay, what are you seeing?
All I see is the top left corner. Nothing else.
Okay, let me
Just-
see. Tell me what you can see. Hold on. Let me look. I want to make sure that this just isn't off from Zoom.
All I see is like the web page tab. That's it.
Okay, can you see my orders now? Is this up on here? I checked all this today. It was coming up. Dang.
Enlarge it.
Can you see my orders?
I see the tab that says my orders, but nothing else. Just
Okay.
that.
Okay, you don't see create an order? You don't see any of that down there, the boost?
No, the whole screen is black, and the tab is just right in the middle of all the black.
Why is it doing that? Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me close out the share. Let me pause the share. Stop the share. Let me do this. Stop. Okay, we're going to stop this for a second. I'm sorry, guys. I tested this on Lee's iPad today to make sure y'all could see this stuff. And don't you know it ain't letting you see it? What is wrong with this thing? Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let's go try this
Molly,
again.
I can't see anything.
There, now I can see it.
Can you see it
Yay.
now?
Okay.
Ah, Jesus, take the wheel. Here we go. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing. Okay, so y'all keep your stuff off mute so you can tell me in case it's not doing it again. Hold on now. So I'm
Okay.
going to go back up to Web Office here. Okay, and then you see here, customer management. I'm going to go into follow-up, right?
Mhm.
Now, can you see that?
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. So let me rewind a little bit here. So what we're doing is you'll see here Donna Green. You see in campaign 21. This tells me when she ordered it. This tells me that she didn't she hasn't ordered any of that since, and it's okay that she hasn't. This was actually a helper of mine who put this in. It could have been that she bought it for somebody. It could have been any number of reasons. But what I like for the customers we really know, like Eva. Now, Eva's at a new address now, and for some reason, she went in and she gave herself a whole nother something or other. So, because she just placed an order last campaign, but under this old account thing she has, you'll see it says 15. She ordered this. So we we even have a way when you put people in by customer that you can go in and say, what did that person order? Does this person look like a holiday person? Because do you see when you go down where it says Christy here? Now, this was a fundraiser where you're going to see all this Avon Living stuff here in 26. But I can look at that, look at the campaign and say, oh, that was part of my Christian school's fundraiser there. Look at all the holiday stuff that's there in 26. And that works. But look at all the people it's giving me to say, hey, this one hasn't placed an order since this campaign. This one hasn't placed an order. This is what they got. This helps you say, what can I call them about and have a conversation like, hey, just wondering, you got that that mesmerized cologne. Did your customer like it? Did they like the blue escape? How did that top work for you? Did it fit right? Did you, because I'm really looking for feedback. When that opens you up to a customer to have that one-on-one, that can be an amazing thing. Okay. So that is all I had for you today, because this is actually lesson 1. But what I want to do just for the next couple of minutes, open up your mics. Who has a question, something that I could go over that deals with this, or that we could give you an answer to quickly? Anybody? I'm going to stop the screen share for just a minute.
On the order form where it says group name option, and you go into order, do the order, you have an option of either a group or separate. I always do separate. Is it cheaper to do it by
group? No. Group is basically for like fundraisers, or if you had a helper. Like for instance, when I do a fundraiser, I have a group that says Grace Brethren Christian School, because they do a fundraiser with me every single year, right? So all those people are in there. So let's say I wanted to bring something up by group. How is this fundraiser, this group this year in comparison to where I am right now? Always individual unless you have a reason to group people. Sometimes if you have a helper that maybe they have 7 or 8 customers, you may want to put Judy Redmond or whoever that helper is. I don't do that. What I do is I put their first and last name under the first name, and the last name says Judy Redmond helper. I just make it easy. I want to know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm reading. So whatever suits you, that's what you want to do. Okay?
Oh, and something else I wanted to show you.
What is, you got a name tag. Yay! Anybody name tag? That's awesome. Good job. I love that. Hey, name tags are great. Anything that says Avon is great. I'm going to be sending out some buttons that say, ask me about Avon. I don't know who the winners will be, but I'm going to make sure I do that. So when you wear that, I'm going to tell you something. When I wore an Avon t-shirt, I got Avon on my vehicle. I got something on that says, I'm Molly, I'm an independent sales rep. They'd say, oh, do you sell Avon? I'm like, no, I just like wearing the tag. Of course I sell Avon. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I want to sell Avon. Anybody else?
Can you hear me?
Is that you, Laura? Laura?
Yes.
I can hear you, baby. What's your question?
Yes. I just was trying to figure out, my phone keeps going.
It sounds like a bad connection. Okay, now you're off. Hold on one second. Now you're muted. I want to unmute you. Hold on. Unmute. It's not letting me unmute you. Why? Unmute you, Laura. I think, Laura, you got yourself muted. There we go. Can hear you.
I was just going to let you know my phone keeps going in and out. That's why I keep having to leave.
Okay, that's okay. And the great thing is when I convert this over to a YouTube, you'll be able to watch it.
Is that how it's supposed to be?
Your screen's black. No, you're not getting a good signal for whatever. I think that's on your end. But when you're watching the YouTube video, because I'm going to make this into a YouTube, you'll be able then to be able to go back. Wait a minute, I don't want to listen to all her talk about this. I want to listen to this. She'll be able to go right to that point and revisit it if you want to, which is good. Okay? Anybody else?
Molly.
Who's hollering at me?
Donna.
Donna. Hey, Donna.
Hey, I have a question. I just want to know, how do you pay with credit card? What's the easiest way?
Okay, are you talking about for you or a customer?
For a customer because
I go right through the Avon site. I go right, you know where it says pay Avon, where you pay your bill?
yes.
You have to get all your customer information, the address, the number, the 3-digit code. Got to
Okay.
have the address because they confirm it with the zip code.
Okay.
And I put it through as a payment and it'll come up Avon for them. That way you're not paying anything on the square. You're not giving up any of your money. You are paying it right through the Avon system. Now, there's nothing wrong with the square because I have one. I use it for events. I'm just greedy. And I won't keep all the money. That's all there is to it. I want to keep all the money. So, but it used to be, Donna, that you couldn't do that. Avon said that was a no-no. But they changed that. Discover, Visa, MasterCard, you can run them all through the Avon system now.
That's great to know because I was going to do PayPal, but
No, girl, just pay it right through. If you got all their
Okay.
information, pay it right through the system.
okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lillian.
Hi. Yeah, my whole order I had to redo
Okay,
because when I put my first order in, only thing I had to pay was what I went over for my credit.
okay,
And then they sent my order.
okay.
But now today, it was like they wanted me to send $600, and I was like, wow, now I'm gonna have to go to my customers and get them to pay up front. When
Okay.
it didn't happen last campaign.
Okay, Lillian, let me, I'm gonna take you back just a little bit on this, where we're supposed to talk about this next time, but you need this now, so I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
Everything Avon gives us is an estimated amount of what we owe, okay?
Okay.
And let me tell you why it's estimated. Because we have reps all over the US. The tax isn't the same. Something may suddenly not be available. You could have something on back order that they haven't charged you for yet, and now that's put in there. But what happens is you pay the amount that Avon says that they need in order for them to release the order to you, whether that's because of a credit line or whatever that's about. That doesn't mean that's all you owe.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I would tell you is, and if you have whoever, whether you're right under me or whoever your mentor is, or if you can't reach them and you need to talk to me, we can actually do a Zoom like this where you can share your screen with me, or you, because I can see what the amount of the order is. I can't see your invoices, that kind of stuff. But in most cases where people are confused, what happens is they think they've paid what they needed for their last order, but in essence, they probably still owed $40 or $50 more between shipping and the taxes and
Right.
maybe something that came in. So then what happens when Avon says, well, we need this much because you have to pay all of the last order or they're not going to let anything go, no matter what your credit line is, because your credit line is only from campaign to campaign. If Avon gives you a $400 credit line, and let's say you only use 200 of it in campaign 4, that doesn't mean you have another 200 to use for campaign 5. You must pay all of that order off, and then you have 400 for campaign 5. It's not like a credit card where you can just keep adding until you're at your peak. It is a campaign to campaign credit line. If you don't use it all, that's okay, but it must be paid off before you place your next order, or you're not getting your next order till it is.
Okay, see, that's what I was asking, because I was like, do I send my payment in? Because matter of fact, I still have the money sitting right here. So I was like, do I send it in, can I send it in before my order is due, or do I send it in when my order is due?
What I tell people to do is to
Sí,
send
Sonia.
I tell people to send their order, to send their order, and then see what Avon tells you that you owe.
Okay.
Like they'll send you an email. If your order's on hold, they're going to say, we need you to pay X amount of dollars to do this.
Right, and that's what I did last
Okay.
campaign.
But
And
it
then
does, but that was only to release the order. Guaranteed, if I look back, there was still money owed on that order. And what I'm going to
Right.
do, Lillian, I'm going to look at this when we get off this call, and I'm going to look at what I can see on your account, and I'm going to look back and see if I can figure out if that's what this was.
Well, now what they did was we canceled the entire order
Oh, you did? Okay.
for me to re-enter it
Okay.
so that it would be shipped like last month,
Okay.
last campaign's order.
Okay.
And then I put the money in that I owe.
Okay.
Because the money that I owe is two something.
Okay.
So I had that sitting here.
Okay. Okay. That's good. I'm still going to look. Now, did you resubmit that already? Did you
No,
resubmit
not
the
yet.
order?
All right,
Okay.
after I get finished this, then I'm gonna resubmit.
Okay, resubmit your order, and then I'm gonna watch it, and we're gonna see
Okay.
where they go with this. And this is the other thing for everybody who's on here. The one thing I can tell you about this is you will get used to how this works. What you need to do is pay attention to that amount down the bottom before you hit submit it and see what it says. But you have to be able to, Avon is not going to rip you off. I mean, I will tell you, there is not one time in my 14 years that I thought I was right when I thought that I did not owe. And then once they're normally spot on. I just got to tell you, they are. But now I've just learned how to read it. Sometimes it's something that was coming in that wasn't coming in before. The tax that comes in, the shipping that's on there. Sometimes even something I put in for the wrong campaign, so I was charged something more than I should have been because I should have changed the campaign number on something. It can be any amount of anything for that. What you have to realize is, especially if you have a credit line, and you do, they're only making you pay what they need to release the order. That doesn't mean that's all you owe. So as soon as I pay it and they bill that account out, I go back immediately. As soon as they billed it out and told me it's coming, I go back and look and go, okay, that's what I owe before my next order. I got to pay this remainder before I place my next order. After your order bills out and you've already shipped Avon tells you you owe $150. So you pay it and they release your order. Once that bill's out, you're going to go to that account summary I showed you where you can look at that to the deal, and you're going to say, here's my order, here's the amount that they wanted for me to release it. Now this is what I have left to pay before I place my next order. So that you're aware when you're delivering that order how much you owe Avon out of that money you're collecting from your customers.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Okay.
I have something different. I live close to the Walmart corporate office
Okay.
here in Arkansas, and there's times that there's like people from different Walmarts all over the world that come here,
Okay.
and we'll bump into them, and I'll show them a brochure or tell them about Avon, and they'll be like, okay, I do want to order, but they don't want to order online. I don't know why the reason is.
Right.
But is there a way, like, if they give me the money for me to enter an order to get it shipped to there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Guadalupe. You can do that. Absolutely. So this is what happens. I've got people who just don't get our e-store at all. They try, but they just don't get it when they go in. But this is what I do. I go in. You know how? Have you ever placed an order for yourself, Guadalupe, through your website? Have you done that?
No. I used to order through Janae.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. You need to go in and be your customer, okay? So you're going to go in and you're going to register at your e-store site as your customer. And let me tell you another good thing about that. It's good to register as your own customer because when you do, all the ads that they're sending your customers, all the sales, you're going to get that same email. So you're going to see what your customers are getting. But what I do is they give me the money. I put it in as my order, okay, and as if I on my e-store site, but I ship it to their address. Does that make sense? Because you can change the shipping address. It's kind of like when you're ordering from ordering a gift from Hallmark, and they want the billing address because they want to bill that person, but you're shipping it to mom because the Hallmark gift is for mom. So you can ship it to them. And I do that with a lot of my older customers because they just don't get the whole ordering, but they'll give me the money, they'll pay for it, and I'll have the stuff sent to them. So you can do it that way, or you can go in and you can make them their own account under your e-store. I just find that when you get too many of those, because they have to have passwords and everything, it is way complicated when you start doing that.
Okay, yeah, because like since I was so new to this, what I did was that she just wanted like 4 of those mirrors, those really cute mirrors that came out pretty not a long time ago. And what I did was that it came into me and I was like, okay, I'll just ship it to you, but then I had to pay like another $8 to ship it to her.
Okay, that's why you don't, yeah, you don't want to do that, because like you said, you're paying more money. Now that's going to end up costing you more money. So this is what I try to tell them too. I try to tell them their order's got to be a $40 order or more if they want me to do this, because number one, it's free shipping. Anything that's $40 or more is free shipping with Avon, as long as it's in the continental United States, okay?
Okay.
So the point is, if you want me to place this order for you and you're giving me the money, then it's going to have to be an order that's $40 or more, or you're going to have to pay the shipping. And let's be honest, the shipping's only $5.95 and almost all the, so what's the deal? You know, it's an extra $6 or whatever it is to them. So I would say to you, know who you're dealing with, and if you're going to do it that way, for me with customers that way, it's got to be $40. I got no problem doing it. And the other thing that I won't do that with, I don't do that with clothes. I don't do it with clothes, because think about this, it's going to them. They don't like it. What are they going to do? Pay all the money, ship it to you, and then you're going to ship it back to Avon? It gets way complicated then. Way complicated if it's size or something like that. So know your customers. You're dealing with a really unusual type circumstance there, where you're saying the people are coming in from the other Walmarts. They need to know what they want. You can take the money from them. Make sure their order's $40 or more, or tack the fee on there automatically. You know it's going to be $5.95 to ship it within the United States. Tell them it's going to be $6 shipping or whatever it is that Avon's going to charge you for it. Yep. That's what I would suggest.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, anybody else? Are we good?
Thank
Yes,
you.
I want to thank, if you guys know, look, we got some leaders on here, which is awesome. And believe me, my leaders, you all work hard. You're all part of our team, but our leaders are on a lot of calls just to be here to support you every single call. We've got Sharon Mentor, who is on here, top leader in my team. Brenda Lloyd, top leader. Becky Furbush, top leader. I mean, Rochelle is new to leader. She is kicking tail and taking names and getting back into it. These girls here, if you want to follow people, this is who you want to follow. We have got some tremendous people on our team. And if you join that team Onward, you're going to get your good information there, okay? Look, the big Onward group, I get it. It's crazy. It's my group and it's crazy, okay? I don't even like following my own group. It's so big sometimes. But the team Onward, it's us. It's all about us. It's celebrating you all. And get on there. You don't have to come check it every day. But this is what I love. Rep Fest is coming, guys. Rep Fest is coming. It is our convention. And I would love to see a lot of our team get together to come to that this year, and Team Onward just be like kicking tail and taking names and learning together. And this is what this Facebook group it's about, because we don't have to be in the same state to know that we are family here. We don't have to be that person. And if you can't come this year, you know what? It doesn't happen sometimes, but you can prepare for the next year and you can start saving and be there the next time. So next week, same time, We will start this. We will be talking in particular next week. First part will be the same thing. So some of you will be like, okay, I got what Molly said in the first 30 minutes, but you may want to jump on after that because it's all going to be the same in the beginning, but the last 40 minutes is going to be about something. And next week, we're going to talk more about the e-store, how to personalize it, a little bit more about social media because it should be out then. So the second part, and that'll all go out in the email. And if you have other questions, reach out to your mentors, reach out to me. We are here to answer your questions. You are not bothering us. That's what we do. We want to see you make money. We want to see you be successful in this. And don't forget to email me that you want all the stuff that I shared tonight because that's how you're going to get entered into the raffle. Because if you don't do your homework, you ain't getting entered into the raffle. It's just that simple. Do your homework and you'll be good. Okay? Yes, Rochelle, I see your hand up.
I know I've been new since October. The newer ones that are below me, I'd like to let them know that anything, if they can get into the onward group, they are such a big help. Because I tell you what, every one of you ladies have helped me so much in my.
Good to know. Good to know. Very, very giving leaders on my team, I will say.
Very understanding. And
It's what we're here for. It's what we're here for. So thank you for that. I know they all appreciate that. So we have the new rep training, and then what do we have next week too? Do we have the sales meeting next week? I can't remember. I think we have the sales meeting, don't we? Okay, so I'm going to be showing new products in a week. So we're going to have the new rep meeting, and then directly after that, everybody's going to jump off. And then you're going to jump on the sales meeting, and then we're going to give away more stuff from there, and we're going to talk about how to be moving the products. And we're going to keep this up. My commitment, consistency for 2018 is I want to see your sales rise and your teams grow because we are getting together more as a team, and we're getting this done. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Sounds good, guys. Take care. Go out there and move some product.
Thanks.
See you later. Bye-bye.
All right.